Homesteading looks like the perfect dream. Fresh eggs every morning, vegetables straight from the garden, and freedom from the grocery store. But here's the part nobody tells you. This life will cost you more than you can imagine. Not just money, but time, your body, and sometimes even your relationships. Most people only see the sunshine and tomatoes. Today I'm going to show you the hidden costs of homesteading and why they catch almost everyone by surprise. Homesteading is an incredible way of life. It gives you independence, resilience, and a chance to feed your family from your own property. But make no mistake, it's not free, and it's certainly not easy. Here are some hidden costs that shape every homestead, and they're the ones people rarely talk about. Let's start with the one that hits your wallet first. When people picture homesteading, they often imagine saving money. No more overpriced groceries, no more expensive eggs. Grow it yourself and it's free, right? Well, here's the truth. Your first few years are going to drain your wallet. Fencing alone can cost thousands, if not tens of thousands. Posts, wires, gates, tools. And this is assuming that you put it in yourself. And look, fence work never stops. Fences sag and critters usually, somewhere along the lines, are going to find a way out. Then there's feed. Chickens, goats, cows, rabbits, whatever you got, right? Every one of them eats every single day. And when winter hits and your pasture dries up, you'll be buying hay by the truckload. Equipment is another hidden expense. You're going to need mowers, tillers, maybe even a tractor with all the implements. And here's the kicker. When they break, repairs can cost more than the machine did to begin with. Even gardening, it just isn't free. You got seeds, compost, fertilizer, irrigation equipment as needed. It's not a one-time cost. It's every single season. And of course, the emergencies. A storm comes through and rips the roof off your barn. A water line breaks, predators break in. Each repair pulls money straight out of your pocket. So yes, homesteading will eventually save you money. But at the start, the financial sinkhole is a whole lot deeper than most people expect. Next comes the cost. You don't measure in dollars. You measure it in hours. Homesteading is a full-time job, even if you already have a full-time job. Chickens don't take the weekends off. Cows still need milking on Christmas morning. And weeds don't wait until you're rested to grow. It's an every day, every season, 365-day job. Look, you've got to feed the animals. You've got to collect the eggs. You've got to work on the fence. You've got to pull the weeds. You've got to haul hay. You've got to preserve the harvest. And that's just the routine. When emergencies hit, say a sick goat or a broken pump or a tree down in the driveway, your schedule is crashed. The time debt is real. You don't just own a homestead, you serve it. Then there's the physical cost. Look, this life is hard on your body. You'll be lifting, bending, hauling, digging, Lord knows what. And you're gonna hurt all over. You're gonna have blisters and bruises that you have no idea where they came from. And it really doesn't matter how careful you are. I was getting off a tractor once. Twisted an ankle, went down for 3 or 4 days. Fortunately, it didn't break anything, but nonetheless, when you're down, you still gotta work. I delivered baby goats one time with the flu, laying down on the ground with the mothers. Look, forget about going to the gym or anywhere else. Homesteading is the workout. But unlike the gym, you can't quit when you get tired. Then, of course, there's the one that's even harder to measure and even harder to live with sometimes. You're going to lose animals, sometimes to predators, sometimes to sickness, sometimes to accidents you couldn't prevent. And trust me, it never gets easier. Our first milk cow, Mabel, We hadn't started cows before, and she was wonderful. She was like a big dog. She always wanted to be petted. She had to be groomed. She wanted to be around people. And then one day she went down. And we brought in vets. We brought in special tools to lift her so we could manipulate her legs to keep her moving for about 6 weeks, morning and evening. And we still lost her. And it's still hard today. But you're also going to see crops fail. Way too much rain, not enough rain. 100-degree days, and everything in the garden is on fire. Sometimes months of work can be gone in a single storm. And, well, sometimes you get lonely. You're outside all day, a lot of days. And homesteading can feel isolating. Your friends certainly won't understand why you can't go out. Your family might get tired of the constant demands. And there will be moments where you sit on the porch and ask yourself, is this really all worth it? That emotional toll can weigh heavier than any financial responsibility you have. And finally, here's the cost that almost nobody ever talks about, is relationships. Homesteading just doesn't affect you, it affects everyone under your roof. Your partner may not be thrilled about going outside and feeding and milking goats at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was lucky. I married a woman that loves doing this kind of stuff as much as I do, and she's been wonderful for almost 50 years. I hope you're as lucky as I am. Your kids may not be thrilled with weeding beans or cleaning stalls. But if everybody isn't on the same page, homesteading can create tension. And instead of pulling your family together, it can pull it apart. And that's a cost you can't afford to ignore. So, is it worth it? For me, absolutely. Because homesteading gives you something that money can't buy. It gives you independence, security, and the deep satisfaction that you're feeding your family with your own hands. But the rewards only matter if you're willing to pay the price. And now you know the real costs, the ones nobody shows you on social media. Homesteading isn't just chickens and tomatoes. It's money, time, sweat, and sometimes even heartache. But if you can face those hidden costs, the life you build is worth every single one of them. If this helped you see the real side of homesteading and farming, hit that subscribe button. We share the good, the bad, and the downright messy parts of farm life every week. Sure love to hear from you. I read every comment. What's been your biggest hidden cost over the years? Was it money, time, or something else entirely? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you down at the barn.